All right, so this I'm gonna talk about my dream a little bit from last night. Don't go back. And it's crazy because I know God severed my tie to that counterfeit during that fast. I know he did. Let me tell y'all why. Usually I will dream about him and or his baby. No, his face wasn't even in the dream, and it wasn't his baby. It was this other child that reminds me of the baby. Like, God really severed it, okay? But I was in my primary school. My school was K through 8 when I was in 2nd to 8th grade. So whenever I dream I'm there, I know that God is showing me, like, the enemy trying to take you back. And he'll show me old people, everything. Sometimes it's just a mindset, because I had a dream with my kingdom spouse, and that's where we were at. And I was like, why are we in the school? Oh, God, I got to let him go, you know? It was really the mindset of how we were moving. That's why God showed me us moving like that in the school. So anyways, something else I remember when I was making my breakfast was this girl I used to be friends with was in the dream. And I was very aware in the dream. Like, usually in the dreams where it's like God is really like, hey, like, heads up, I'm aware in those dreams that when I'm in the school. And she was like, oh my God, hey Megan, like acting like we were friends. And I was like, girl, even in the dream, I'm like, ma'am, we're not friends. God is warning us, and come on, Holy Spirit. It feel urgent, but it's really on some like, how bad do y'all really want this? How bad do y'all really want this? And I feel like I made a number of videos like that, but the same lessons are presenting themselves via testing that he is allowing through the enemy, right? But are y'all going to be mindful of those things that are of your past, whether it's a mindset, a particular person, a particular relationship, a particular friendship, whatever? Are you a coping mechanism, a reaction, a response? All these things, are y'all going to be mindful of that? Because it can't come with you. So how bad do you really want to go to the new place? Or be in the new place? Don't let the old things into the new place. And that's what I did when I moved into my house. Like, I knew it was a new season. And I think we do it for comfort and familiarity. And we bring things from the past with us. And that was a mistake. And then, come on, Holy Spirit. When I was brave enough to not bring the same person, I would still bring the same spirit through a different person. And it was actually worse. So please be mindful of that. Like, I'm not saying it's giving like a dire warning type of vibe, but it's definitely giving like he finna see. And he told me that some weeks ago. I kept saying it. I was like, why do you keep saying that? Like, you trying to test me? And I was like, no, I ain't coming to test you, get you caught up. Like, we finna see. That's all I heard God say. Like, we finna see. And I low-key still feel that on me. Like, we finna see. We finna see. Like, so just be mindful, y'all. And let me throw this out there. I just mentioned, I think in the previous one, how I heard that girl saying my name at 3 a.m. You cling to your spouse. Only your spouse, okay? Easy to get on here and be on some, like, babe, you supposed to be clinging to me, not your homeboys. It's the same thing for us. Like, your man is your best friend. That's who you cling to. That's who you supposed to be running and telling everything to. And I know it can be hard because for some of us, we don't have them in that space yet fully. And until then, it needs to be Jesus. Remember, he had me release that video, like, not too close, not too close. Because if you get too close, the enemy gonna move through that every time. I'm so tired of failing that test. Like, I keep failing it. And it's a distraction. You don't need to be focused on nobody that's not your kingdom spouse neither. You just don't. And you don't really need to be focused on your kingdom spouse. Like, you need to be focused on all the assignments at once. I know it's easier said than done. But, all right. So let's not go back. We need to focus. because he definitely deploying distractions that look godly and discouragement. So that's it for that one.